So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing the much requested jigging tutorial. Some people have requested for the jigging tutorial on how to do the shore jigging, how to identify which color to use, setups. I'm going to be sharing you with that guys today. So I'm going to be talking about tackle, color, weather condition and how to do the jigging, the 4 steps. So first tackle guys, so today I'm using medium heavy rod, Spitfire. This is a medium heavy 2.4 meter rod. It's your personal preference, you can use ultra light, light, medium light, anything you want. The principle remains the same. And now for the jig colors, it's your personal preference. You need to identify which color the fish are biting in your area. And if you don't know which color they are biting, you can use something like white tiger or redhead. Any fish will bite on these colors, or multicolor maybe. These colors work very well. For weather, light wind is okay, but too much wind means that your jig will be floating somewhere else and you won't be able to actually jig your jig properly. So now for action, I'm going to be showing you 3 actions today: fast jigging, slow pitch jigging and the long pitch jigging. You can mix up these retrieves and you can try your own style, but these are the principal techniques. And one thing, when you cast a jig, the main thing is that you should let it sink to the bottom. That's why jigging is actually done. You are targeting fish at the bottom and at the mid water, so you allow the jig to sink by keeping your bail open and letting your jig sink. And after that, when you feel the slack, you reel in the slack and start jigging. So I will cast now. First, fast pitch jigging. So as you can see, my jig has dropped. I'm letting it sink to the bottom. You can see how fast it takes the line, and now it's stopped. That means that it reached the bottom. And for fast pitch jigging, better to keep your rod in the underarm, reel in the slack and do this kind of retrieve. You can do 3, 4, 2, 1, it's your wish, but it remains the same. You are trying to do a fast pitch retrieve for trevally or kingfish, barracuda, queenfish also sometimes they like this retrieve. Also, the main things to remember in this retrieve is that don't leave too much line for the slack, because if there is barracuda or kingfish, it will take much aggressively and maybe it will snap your line if you are not using the steel leaders. As you can see, I'm letting it sink to the bottom again. Now 3 times, let it sink to the bottom, sink to the bottom, again let it sink to the bottom, and once it comes 5 or 10 meters away, just reel it in, because you don't want to be getting snagged on the rocks. And if you are fishing more rocky areas, you can remove this treble hook over here. Assist hook will just work fine for all kinds of fish. You don't need this treble hook, but there are no rocks in this area, so I will be fishing with treble hook also. So second technique for the day I will be showing is slow pitch technique. Same, you need to cast and let the jig sink to the bottom again. Let it sink to the bottom all the way. Sink to the bottom. Now this time you can just use your wrist, ultralight, medium heavy, anything you can use this, because you're just giving couple of twitches on the bottom and you actually don't need that much of power to do that. Just a few twitches as I'm doing right now. You can copy these ones. This one is very good for fish that are not very actively biting, are sitting on the bottom just waiting to ambush prey. Fast retrieve is not working, try the slow retrieve. Same thing, keep on doing this thing. In this one also, don't leave the line too much of slack, because sometimes there is hamur that's biting this kind of slow jerk retrieves, and hamur, it mostly runs into the rock as soon as it takes the prey. So if you leave too much line as slack, it will go into the rock. Keep on doing like this way, and when it comes close, just pull it up. I actually missed 3 strikes today on this same retrieve. I think all of them were queenfish. Already I've missed 3 strikes on the multicolor jig. Now it came close. I will retrieve it. Now the third retrieve that I'm going to be showing today is the long jerk retrieve. Same thing, cast line. Again, let it sink to the bottom. Same thing. Always you need to keep letting it sink to the bottom. Sink, and now this time you should take support of your forearm and then giving 1 or 2 long jerks as of the depth of your own area. If your water is really deep, keep 2 or 3. This water is moderately deep, so I'll give 2 to fish the middle water and bottom area. This retrieve is good for everything. Everything bites this retrieve. There's nothing bad except hamur and flathead. Everything will bite this retrieve. Keep doing it this way. And once it comes close, don't do the long jerk retrieve, because sometimes there is barracuda that's following this kind of retrieve. Just do small twitches. If no bite, retrieve. Now I'm going to be showing is the subdivision in this third technique, that is the fast long pitch retrieve. Again, fast. This time let it sink semi-bottom. Don't let it sink too much. If it sinks full, it's okay, but you can bring it up again. Again, take support of your forearm. You can do this kind of thing for the frenzies, especially for frenzy. This is very good. Frenzies, this works very well. Actively feeding fish, they like this kind of retrieves. Okay guys, so that's it. I think that's it for jigging. That's the basic tutorial for shore jigging with this kind of 20-30 gram jigs. And one more thing, many people they ask is which braided line to use. There is many available on the market, one specifically made for the jigging, but don't buy the jigging line if you're jigging from the shore, because it is made for offshore jigging. It's made from a tougher material which only sinks to the bottom. You won't be able to cast far with it. Just buy P line, any P, just 8X. X8 is very good. And for leader, fluorocarbon is always a must. You cannot use monoline, because monoline is completely visible inside water. If you use monoline, fish won't bite it. It's difficult for you to actually get out the potential from this jig. Guys, I think that's it. If I missed out anything, you can surely write it in the comment section. I will be replying to that. And okay guys, so thank you for watching. I'll be making a casting tutorial also maybe next time. So thank you guys. Stay tuned for next videos. If you want more such tutorials, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Desert Angler. Okay guys, so thank you. Bye bye.